Oh guys, Butcherboytoma here. Okay, finished the upper floor of the palace and I've added a few bits and bobs. So I'll show you what's going on. Basically I've left the world open so you can see avatars swinging back and forwards. And basically it's just to show you that's what the game's about. The game's about your avatar as well. Plus you get an idea of scale as well. So you can see the size of the stuff I'm building is pretty much to scale. So let's go and have a gander at what we've got. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop the jetpack on, because it's easier to show you stuff with a jetpack. I've added this station. Basically what this is going to do is transport you to the underground of the palace once I've built it. But it's a nice little ride. Plus it takes you past the side of the palace there. As you can see, we've got avatars flying around there. There'll be people jumping in and out all through the video. So we'll get out of the way here. Just experimenting with the tracks and stuff like that, what I can do. Because when I start the mine area, I want the tracks to be something like that, rather than just going straight up, straight down. I'm going to have them on angles and stuff like that. So I'm just experimenting with the block usage. I've just used the roof block, give it the conveyor command. So we've got our sloping track. Anyway, enough flim flam. Let's have a look at this bloody upper floor. So if I can get in there. There we go. Right, so where are we? So you've all seen this. Got the koi pond. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to turn the water down. I'll turn that down. I'm inside. Now you can see what's going on inside. So you can see the fish now swimming around. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go and have a look at this upper floor. So we've got a staircase going up. Spiral staircase, we'll follow that up. Added a bit more detail there as well. And I'm getting myself lost. There we go. Right, so let's get up here. So just a bog standard staircase. This is the general visitor staircase. How they would get up the top here. Nothing special, nothing fancy. And this opens up into the main sleeping area for the monks who guard the place. Basically pretty sparse, pretty Spartan. Nothing special. They are monks after all, so they don't live in there. There's that balcony. So you come through here, then you go into this is your kitchen. Got our lights on the walls. Now we've got fish hanging. Got our sinks, got to keep clean. Few herbs and spices lying around the tables. Got the fish cooking on the stove. Got all our piping going through. The piping's putting water in here, so fish are kept alive here. Shipped up from the lake where the fishermen are. They come up, keep them alive in the ponds. So when it's ready to eat, they just whack them on the slab, give them a bit of a bash, and then stick them on a fire. And it's just like a like a restaurant. That get the meals served up, stick them on the trays, and I'm gonna have the dudes taking it out to the main dining hall, which is here. So that's your main dining hall. This is where it all happens. There's a little cooking area in the middle as well, so we've got, depending on what they want to eat, they can get it cooked on spot. So they've got that, and obviously we've got the chimney going up from that, and of course the fancy chairs for the emperor and whatever concubine he happens to be doing at the time. This leads onto a balcony as well, so you can have a bit food, bit fresh air, look at the stars, stuff like that. Okay. Now then, we'll go this way. We'll go back this way. Now this is the kitchen storage, and it's also a smoking house for the fish. So we've got our fish, and basically what they're doing is smoking it. So they've got dried fish as well. But lots of storage for the kitchen. Keep our herbs, spices all boxed up there. What else we got? Toilet. Come through into the toilet. So we've got our sinks, keep the hands clean. Got our plumbing. And we've got our little lavatory. There we go. With a sink in there as well. And then this leads to a bath. So it's like a communal bath. They all jump in, get all soaped up. Got the plumbing where the water's coming through. Obviously, if we show you the water looks better in on 3 there. Pop that back to 1. Oh, that's not 1, that's 5. You noob. Right, so you come out the bath, you would hit this door, and that leads onto the the front balcony there. But it also leads along, and on either side you've got your sauna. So they can hang loose. I think it's sauna first, then bath, and I'm not sure how it works. I normally just jump in the shower myself, but they've got the sauna, so they can jump in the sauna. They can come round, pop in the bath, get washed down. Then it would come along here, and when they come out, this also leads from the kitchen storage. And this leads into like a guest chamber. Now this, little cherry blossom. Basically, it's indoors, yes. It's got natural light, so it's staying alive. But the reason it's indoors is the Emperor was presented this by one of the leaders of another faction, and basically they said as long as this tree stays alive, there will be peace. So instead of sticking it in a garden where some hapless noob would come along with an axe and probably chop it up for firewood, he's put it in his palace, and it's guarded 24 hours a day by the old monks there. Not the same 2 monks, of course, because they get pretty buggered if they're 24 hours a day. But there you go. And then this leads onto a little bedroom. Obviously the monks can swap their shifts, have a little kip. Just a sparse little bedroom, because obviously the higher up the ladder you are, the better your bedroom. And there's another one there. Okay, so that's a couple of little bedrooms there. Now then, where we're going next? This way. Place is like a maze. I do apologise. I am still getting lost. Right, so back to the kitchen, into the main dining hall. We've got the bath that way. Right, now this leads to the war room. This is where the basically business of the state happens in here. I've called it a war room. It's more of a peace room than anything else. But obviously, the emperor and his next in command will be sitting there. All the dudes will be around this table arguing, and the emperor probably chuck blackboard rubbers at them and pencils and stuff like that to shut them up. So that's that bit. Let's think. So, Emperor's bedroom. Okay, now the guy is very learned, so he's got lots of books, lots of scripture, lots of everything. Basically, keeps on top of things. This guy. Little bit of floor decoration, little table for him to have a read at, a little bite to eat. This guy, Emperor, his bathroom's en suite. So he's got the toilet behind the little screen there. He's got his little sinkage there, keep his hands clean. Right, so that's his bedroom, and of course there, Emperor's bed, very high up. Right, the guy, he's got to take a run and jump to get on top of this bugger. But that's his bed, all nice and fancy. And obviously he's got his balcony where he can keep toots on things, and he also has a nice view of one of the gardens below. Right, so that's his bedroom. All the ceilings are done as well. I've done a little bit of picking out on the ceilings. Then from his bedroom that leads to this staircase that only the Emperor uses. Now you'll notice we've got 4 monks sitting down, 4 standing up. The sitting down monks are having a rest. The standing up monks are ready to jump on anyone that comes up them stairs and kick the crap out of them. Okay, now every 4 hours these guys will swap places. They'll go and sit down and have a little nod off, whereas the other 4 will get up and they'll be ready to basically bounce the hell out of anyone that comes up them stairs that isn't the Emperor or one of his concubines. Okay, so that's his staircase. Now then, where am I going? Let's get, so the war room leads on to this room, which is a treasury. So you've got all your national treasures in the strong boxes there. The Emperor does his little bit working out and does the books, little meeting table, you know, stuff like that. So anyone invading the palace and they manage to get this far, they would hit the treasury. They would hit the treasury and think they'd scored. Basically everything in there is false, because the real shit is going on behind the secret door here. Now notice the walls is coated in steel, very, very strong. This is like a panic room. He's got his own kitchen. This is topped up every day with fresh stuff in case he needs to get in there. So that's the panic room kitchen. Little meeting table. It's got its own bathrooms. Very sparse, but you know, if you need a gun, you need the gun. There you go. And then obviously if the guy's in for a few days, he's going to need a bit of kip. So there's his bed, and another bed there for whoever he took in with him. And this is the real treasury. That's where all the real gear's kept, and he keeps his books in order in there. Okay, so that's a little bit of smoke and mirrors for you. And I believe, if I'm right in thinking, that's it. So I'll bring you more. I've got more to do. There's the cellar part to do, the downstairs, but I'm going to give it a rest on this particular building because it's quite a hefty build, so it's took it out of us a bit. So I'm going to build something light, just muck about in the world, building a few bits and bobs. I might do another let's build. I've got an idea for one. But there you have it. So keep smiling. Thank you for watching, and ta-ra.